when I rendered this pastel pencil drawing, it was only supposed to be a preliminary sketch for a watercolor. But sometimes when you're drawing a subject, that subject starts speaking back to you, telling you what it wants to be. And so this drawing never became a watercolor, and it stands as is. And I tell you, I must have chewed through 72 cinnamon-colored Conte pencils to finish it. I was very little when I learned to ride very big horses. Grooming so many of them, equestrians boarded their horses at our farm, so there were lots of them around. Anyway, growing up around so many mares and geldings, I learned all about a horse's anatomy and conformation. And although I no longer saddle up, I still engage with these amazing animals through my drawings and paintings. And what makes this rendering so unique is its composition. I cropped the horse as closely, as tightly, as far as I could, without losing the grace and the dynamism of the horse's run. I kept cropping it down and tighter, but when I cropped it so far as to omit the eye, suddenly it lost life. The horse lost energy and movement. And for me, oh my goodness, it was an astounding proof how much life there is in the eye. As they say, the eye is a lamp. They have the light of life, our eyes do, and whether in horses or humans, the eyes are a window into the soul. People often ask about how I hold those pencils between my teeth, and I use clear plastic tubing over the ends of them so as to not get paint chips in my mouth. And I am right-mouthed. I'm not left-mouthed, I'm right-mouthed. If I try and draw with my left mouth, I just can't do it. I'm right-mouthed, so I hold the brush on the right side of my mouth or the pencil. And this piece in particular, it wasn't so much drawing wide sweeping strokes. It was a continual filling each little crack in the watercolor paper, because originally this was supposed to be a watercolor. So it's really a series of dots. This is, I guess, my effort at what they call pointillism, an artistic style in the 1800s. A couple of places I did do strokes along the horse's nose, nostril. I do the outline and a long stroke. But when it comes to filling in that color, that's a lot of little chicken scratches. Peck, 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 peck. That's how you get it done. But it'll take you a year. I did not intend this to be a cinnamon-colored pencil sketch. All I intended was to just quickly sketch the horse in a light cinnamon color so that I could do the watercolor. But then when I started filling it in, I was stuck. I had drawn myself into a corner, as it were. And so I had to keep ordering and reordering cinnamon-colored Conte pencils to finish the entire rendering. I call this piece The Run. And although it never became a watercolor, it became a wedding gift to my husband, Ken, shortly after we married in 1982. And the original, this is it. It hangs in our home, and every time I look at it, and when I admire it, I think of Job, chapter 39, where God asks Job, "Do you give the horse his strength, or clothe his neck with a flowing mane? Do you make it leap, striking terror with its proud snorting? It paws fiercely, rejoicing in its strength, and charges into the fray. It laughs at fear, afraid of nothing." Obviously, horses are not only my thing, they are God's.